In a moment that has sent shockwaves across the Middle East, Tehran has officially announced its third supreme leader. Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of the late Ali Khamenei, is stepping out of the shadows to lead the Islamic Republic. This move is historically significant and deeply controversial. The 1979 revolution was built on the promise of ending dynastic rule and the monarchy. By appointing a son to succeed his father, the regime is breaking a 40-year-old taboo. It signals a desperate need for continuity and internal stability as the nation mourns its previous leader and braces for more. Subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any global news.
All right, and we want to bring you some breaking news now. We have word that the new supreme leader has been announced, and that will be Mojtaba Khamenei. That is the supreme leader's son. Joining us now to talk more about this is Ali Hashim, who has extensively covered Iran and has been following this leadership selection process very closely. Ali, what can you tell us about what we can expect now that the supreme leader has been named?
Well, now, first of all, that Mojtaba Khamenei has been announced officially as Iran's third supreme leader. This is the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new chapter at the time of war. So Mojtaba Khamenei is now supposed to lead the country in the time of war. Of course, this election would have a lot of controversy given the fact that he is succeeding his father. There are going to be accusations of family succession. You know, the Islamic revolution came in 1979 to end the monarchy. So this is going to be one of the issues that he will face as an accusation. Yet he will have to lead the country at a very difficult time. There are security threats to him. The United States, Israel, both are threatening to kill him, just like they did with his father. So there is going to be a lot of challenges facing him, first of all, to lead the country in the time of war, and at the same time to make sure to bring together the Iranians at the time when they are already divided. You know, just a few weeks ago, there were protests in the country. So it's going to be a really very heavy challenge for him.
Do we know much about who he is? I mean, we obviously know who his father is. We know who his family is. But do we know much about him, what he stands for, and what he could stand for going forward, given that we are in extraordinary circumstances here? Well,
Mojtaba Khamenei comes from the school of theology that is known to be, I mean, it's described as a hardline school. He adopts the positions of his father with respect to the United States, with respect to Israel. So we are expecting a confrontational leader. We're not expecting any moderation. We're not expecting any negotiation-seeking leader. However, if this war comes to an end and he is still alive and he is able to continue running the country, there is going to be a big potential seeing him there at this position to find new routes for Iran. This is one. On the second side, he is, of course, a cleric that's been teaching the highest levels of religious studies. And at the same time, he is well connected within the country. He's been described as a shadow influencer in the country. And over here, I'm talking about political influence.
Right.
So he has very good connections with the IRGC, very good connections with the security body of the country.
So these other branches of the country will know who they're about to be dealing with?
They know him very well because he used to be his father's gatekeeper. And any coordination with other power bases or centers in the country used to be through him. So he knows very well the country. He knows very well how things are run in the country. And given the fact his connections with IRGC and the security body, this could give him a lot of leverage. Also, he has his own he's part of the deep state. So he used to influence political changes in the country, and he's well aware of what's going on around him. So given the fact he is coming to succeed from the position of someone who knew how the situation is, he is a continuation of his father's reign for 37 years. We'll see another Khamenei coming to power. However, we're seeing a younger Khamenei, probably with also some new ideas. He's not a copy of his father, but
the influence may be there
we've
still.
never heard him talking.
Right.
We've never seen him except in some very rare pictures. So we are yet to hear from him, and we are yet to see how he is going to deal with the new status quo. I mean, his country is in the middle of war. How is he going to deal in the situation of war? How is he going to emerge from this war? These are all going to kind of define his own leadership.
And given that we haven't seen him speak publicly, that we don't know much about maybe which track he is going to take, for people who may have been thinking that potentially a new supreme leader could be a route to diplomacy, a route to opening those diplomatic channels, in your estimation, is that likely to be the case?
Well, for now, no. This is a confrontational leader. He comes on, I mean, his father's blood was just shed a few days ago, 10 days ago. So he holds this legacy, he carries this legacy, the legacy of his father's blood. So he's the son of the martyr in the eyes of the revolution. And this is part of the legacy, or let me say legitimacy, that he is, or his team is trying to present him within. So he's the son of the martyr who came to take the revenge for the martyr. This is the revolutionary Iran's point, perspective. Now, how is he going to be received by others? Because inside Iran, of course, there's going to be a pushback. There's going to be those who are going to criticize this selection or this election, because some of them will believe, especially within the other parties under the Islamic Republic, they're going to see this as changing the pillars of the republic and changing the pillars of the revolution that came in 1970.
And Ali Mohammed makes a very good point that, number one, there's no evidence that the American president had any hand in making this selection as he wanted to do. And two, obviously, Khamenei will know now that there is a big target on his back. But I wonder how you think people in Iran, on the streets of Tehran, will react when they hear this news.
Well, they're already hearing now. So, as I told you, there is going to be a lot of controversy when it comes to this selection. There are those who are going to embrace it, given the fact that Mojtaba Khamenei, is now positioned as the son of the martyr and also the father of a martyr, because his daughter was killed in the attack, his wife was killed in the attack, his sister was killed in the attack, his mother was killed in the attack, and his father also. So he comes from this family. This is easier for the system in Iran to push forward Khamenei's name, Mojtaba Khamenei's name, because he holds all this baggage with him. And given the fact this is an Islamic system, and mainly it's the Shia side of Islam that is built upon martyrdom, so this could help him a lot in proving himself at the time of war. Yet, politically, there is going to be a lot of pushback. This is going to probably have its own impact, not now, probably after the war. There is something really ironical here. When Khamenei, the father, was elected at the time when the war was ending, the war between Iraq and Iran in 1989, it was like the beginning of the end. And now Khamenei, the son, is being elected in the middle of a war. So we're seeing two different paths. And this is going also to shape Mojtaba Khamenei's experience in his, this all depends on whether the Iranian security and military will be able to preserve his life, to keep him away from assassinations, to defend him. These are all challenges that the security and military system are going to face, besides what he's going to face. Also, from now on, there is going to be one man taking the decisions in this war. At least he is going to be directing. I mean, there's an institution that helps in taking the decision, but yet we will see his own approach and how this approach is going to be. Probably within the coming hours, we should be hearing from him. We should be hearing his manifesto. We should be hearing what he is promising the Iranian people, the region, and the world.
All right, Ali Hashem here with me and Mohammed Val in Tehran. Thank you both for your analysis on this breaking news.